You can follow me on Cheryl Benvenuto, and that's my Facebook. And I have a full-on bee suit. That's why they call me Queen Bee. I am an official beekeeper. I take pride in that, and I pollinate the world and try to feed everybody. Also on Instagram, Cheryl Magical Journey or Magical Journey Cheryl are the two names that I go by on Instagram. I usually post nature pictures and stuff that I'm interested in, sort of fun stuff. Do a lot of traveling, post a lot of gemstones and minerals that are new to the market. So it's more of an educational platform for me. So if you want to tune in and check out my posts, be free to do that. Follow me, like me, and make me famous out there. Okay. So we also have GemFest. We just finished our 8th GemFest here at Shop LC. We had a whole lot of VIP members that showed up this time, some repeat VIPs. It's a free event here at Shop LC. You can find out about that on our VIP website through Facebook. Join that VIP website. There's, I believe last time, 6,000 people that joined. It's a platform for people that really love gem minerals, jewelry, all kinds of anything we sell on Shop LC. You can post pictures. You can discuss it with other people. If you see something on there you like, you missed on a show, a lot of people have the numbers. And it's just a fun place where friendships start and continue on. And we have VIPs now that have been friends since GemFest 1, and they are live far away from each other, and they communicate. So it's just a wonderful platform for collectors and people that love jewelry, gems, and just beautiful things. Okay, so I'm going to start the show today.
Real quick, Cheryl.
Yep.
Do you know about our daily delights?
Our daily delights is this the giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay, so every day until October
the 9th.
The 9th, we are giving away a free item. Now, this is the phone number, how to enter until October 9th. Today, we are giving away a supersonic hair dryer. We have given away Coach pocketbooks, a laptop, designer perfume. So every single day, you are able to enter, no purchase required. It's a great way, and people that always say to me, I never win anything. You can't win unless you enter. That's what I have to say to you. So give it a shot. You might be the lucky one. Why not? Somebody's got to win. And so enter and take a chance and be happy, and you might be the one who wins that supersonic Dyson. It's a Dyson also. So we know that's big dollars right there. So everything that our buying team has picked is all designer labels and names. It's just a fun way to interact also. Also, if you'd like to interact with me, and I have people coming on, we have free shipping for items over $50 today, which everything in my show, by the way, is over $50. So you would get free shipping automatically. And everything in my show tonight is also an additional 25% off, which is great savings. Okay, so also free now. We're doing a free sweepstakes, free shipping. Every purchase, we also feed a child. Doesn't matter the amount you spend. We feed a child. We're up to 55 million children we fed through Shop LC. That is their mission statement here. That comes out of the CEO's pockets, not yours. Take it, so if you want to participate and feel good about a purchase, you know that you're helping out somebody in the world also. Okay, the first item that we have, and this is really, really beautiful. This is going to be, and I'm jumping right into sales because I want to time myself and make sure I get through everything that I have on the show today. So this is going to be your Santa Maria Aquamarine. So this is EF color, VS of the diamonds, 20 points, 3.10 for the center stone, which is that Santa Maria Aquamarine. Now, Santa Maria Aquamarine was discovered in Brazil out of a mine called the Santa Maria Mine. The deal is that when I was researching this particular stone today, there was a lot of talk on the internet about how, not Shop LC, this comes with a certified card. So the appraisal price on this is $20,000. And I'm going to show you right there. This is your replacement cost, $20,000. Now, real Santa Maria Aquamarine, if you look at this, I'm going to put my finger back up there so you can see it close up and personal. This particular aquamarine has a hint of green in it, which is very unusual. It's nearly exhausted. This was actually found in Egyptian mines, and it was carved into intaglios many, many years ago. When you get a quality stone like this that is labeled Santa Maria Aquamarine, that is very important. On the internet, there was a lot of talk about aquamarines coming from other parts of the world, and it does come from a lot of different places, coming from other parts of the world, and people are calling them Santa Maria Aquamarine. You really need to have it certified and appraised, and we're going to give you this certification and appraisal for free today with the purchase of this ring. Now, this is going to be part of our Rhapsody collection. This is going to be set in platinum. 9 full grams of platinum. If you don't know anything about platinum, it's one of the strongest metals out there next to stainless steel. It will not scratch. It'll not wear. It'll last forever. The blue box store that most of you know with that beautiful robin's egg blue box, most of their beautiful high-end diamonds, and I mean the real expensive ones, are all set in platinum. This is one of the rarest metals under palladium. It goes palladium, and then platinum, gold, silver, rhodium, and down the list to your base metals. Now, what is happening in the platinum market is that 3 months ago, platinum was at about $1,200 an ounce. When I checked yesterday, it was up $1,548 an ounce. It is creeping up just like the other metals. The thing about platinum is there's only enough platinum in the world to fill about a quarter of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Now, gold is being mined continuously, where platinum, years ago, they used it in automotive, different parts. It was a catalytic converter. And then once they stopped manufacturing catalytic converters, the drive for platinum slowed down. So the price remains steady. It has not fluctuated in price since 2008. Now, if anybody remembers the market in 2008, gold and silver did exactly the same thing. It was a time when gold reached the highest and silver reached the highest, also platinum. Platinum went from 900 an ounce to 2,000 an ounce. So I only foresee the same trend happening quickly with platinum. So you're getting in on platinum when it was priced a year ago, because this ring was actually manufactured about a year ago. We had to get the stones, then it had to be designed, and then I went to India, and by the time it gets back to Shop LC, it's about 8 months normally for a manufacturing process. This ring is $20,000. I'm going to show you that appraisal price again. Your price today is going to be, so DJ, is it the price on the side I'm seeing that says, or is it the price over?
That's the with Live 25, and that's the budget payment.
Okay, so the price, okay. So our clearance price is going to be $3,378. After the 25% off, this brings it down. $506 is going to be your savings. Brings us down to $2,534. Now, this is surrounded and haloed by diamonds. It is set in platinum. And I'm going to move this as close as I can to the camera and move it around so you can see that beautiful color of that Santa Maria Aquamarine. Like I said, this particular aquamarine has hints of green in it. Most other aquamarines do not have that. That's what makes this stone extremely significant and different. I'm going to tip my phone over here so I can show you this ring on both angles. Okay, so this is going to be the aquamarine. Now, because this is done as in platinum, Shop LC will size this up or down for free, one size up and one size down. It can be up to 2 sizes if need be, but I think I have every size here available. Limited stock. This is going to bring it down to, remember, $2,534. It's going to come with your certified appraisal card, and this has all the information on it. Normally $20,000. This is, the shape is oval. The center stone is a 10 millimeter, that big center stone, 10 millimeter right there. The color grade is going to be a 4A, which Once again, colored stones are graded just like tanzanite, just like any other colored stone. 4A means quad 4. That is the best color grade you can get in a colored stone. Even tanzanite, the best color is going to be a quad 4. Hi, Emily. Bring them to the camera. Okay, that is the aquamarine quad 4. Price on that, $2,534. Sam, how are you doing, Sam? It's nice to see you at GemFest, and thanks for the nice post you've been putting out there. That's our VIP, and she is one of the leaders, the top contributors in our VIP club. Okay, so aquamarine, platinum, absolutely beautiful, eye clean. Carat weight on the diamonds is going to be 0.20 VS, and full cut diamonds on this, $20,000 appraisal price. Your price today, $2,534. Bring that a little closer over here. And I'm going to bring it a little closer over here, give you one last looky at this beautiful ring. Okay. Next one is we're moving on, is going to be our Montepuezo Ruby. And this is a beauty too. I'm going to show you a whole array of gemstones through this show. And remember, I said all of them are certified, which is super important because you're going to get the appraisal is free with the ring or pendant or whatever we're selling. Now, this beautiful Montepuezo Ruby, this was discovered in Mozambique. This particular find, this mine, was discovered in 2009. All right, let's see if I can move this. I'm going to move this other camera, folks. Just give me a second here. Okay, there we go. So 2009 discovered. The ruby is 500 million years old, believe it or not. Discovered in Mozambique. What's very interesting about this particular mine is that the colors on the ruby are red to deep purple. Now, this is going to be part of our Rhapsody collection. This is going to be certified. The certification on this is for $7,750. This is on clearance today. The price is $2,494. This is going to be shop 2. Okay, let me just start for a second here. Shop 2. What am I saying now?
Shop 3.
Shop 3. I didn't say this. Oh, I did it out of order. Okay, I didn't say this at the beginning. So when you're on the live stream or watching the live stream, in order to purchase what I'm wearing or showing, what you're going to do is in the comment where it says write a comment, you're going to type in this particular number is called shop 3, SHOP number 3. Put that in the comment and then hit send, and that's going to go to the order page where you can order the ring. And when you pull up that order page, it's going to have all the specs on there. The carat weight is going to tell you all about the ring. If you need additional help, you can call our personal shopper at 888-835-2237. What that personal shopper does, they can split this ring up onto multiple credit cards. We can also do what we call budget pay for you. So if you want to buy this ring and split it up over 5 months worth of payments, interest free, the personal shopper can do that for you. And they can actually take that first payment from you. They'll ship the ring out. You have a 30-day money back guarantee where if you get this ring in the mail with the certified appraisals and you decide it's not something that is for you, you have 30 days to ship it back for a full refund. Hello, Colleen. So the full refund is going to cover, you're only going to put down a payment. Remember, it's interest free. And what's great about Shop LC, no credit, bad credit, we don't care. We'll give you credit. We'll take a risk on you. So if you want to become a gem collector, a jewelry collector, and have some beautiful pieces in your collection, this is where you can start. And the thing about Shop LC is that every stone, especially in the certified collection, we know exactly where that was purchased from. It comes with the certification. So that is your backup. That's telling you the stone weight, the metal weight. It's telling you everything about the ring. This is your appraisal price. If you lost the ring, you would present this to your insurance company and they would pay you the insured value. Okay, so the insured value on this is $7,750. $950 platinum on the ring. 5.8 grams of platinum. It's surrounded by EF diamonds, which, if you know anything about diamonds, D is colorless diamonds. So the diamond scale starts at the letter D and goes to Z. Z is a fancy color. That's like to buy a Z color diamond, it goes into the fancy category. But what you want in the world when you buy diamonds, you want D, E, F, G, H. If you keep it in that range of the 5 letters, visibly with your eye, you will not be able to tell the difference. And so as far as that's colorless. Now, on top of that, VS is one of your really good diamond grading. It starts with F, then it goes VVS, VS, S, and then I. And each one of those categories has a subcategory for diamond grading. Okay, $2,494. This is item shop 3. This is going to be $374 discount. This brings this price down to, if you're interested in this beautiful Montepuezo ruby, it's going to bring it down to $1,871.55. Now, the thing about the Montepuezo ruby, like I said, this was a new discovery recently since 2009, which in the stone world, honestly, that is extremely new. This has been in the ground for 500 million years to create this beautiful stone, but it was discovered 2009, and then what happened is, as we have a new discovery in a small mine that comes out of Brazil, once a mine is discovered with a natural gemstone, one of the 4 key players, which would be ruby, sapphire, emerald, diamond, those are your big 4 in this gem category world. Once this was discovered, then what happens is bigger companies come in and they actually back the mining process. And then they hire small families that live in the area to go in and mine these stones. And when they mine them, they will mine that out. Yeah. They'll pull out as much material as they can, because once it's discovered, that's what happens. We pull it all out, and then, it gets sold. It gets sold through the market. They're saying that the Montepuezo rubies are honestly pairing next to the Burmese rubies that were mined out many years ago from Sri Lanka. So if you want something fabulous, and ruby is a color that this red is absolutely, this is what rubies want to be. That's the color. They all want to be that same color. The center stone on this is a 9x7 oval. It's fully cut. It weighs 1.93 grams. It's a 4A, which means, once again, eye clean. In the color world of gemstones, this is top of the notch, the best quality you can get. The diamonds are going to be 0.32. VS, EF, full cut round diamonds that are surrounding, they're not actually round. These are little pear shaped that are surrounding that beautiful ruby. And I love how they actually did that. When you're talking about designing a ring, a lot of times in a ring like this, they'll just put one stone on each side. Shop LC really did design this with multiple little faceted pear shapes that are sort of cascading out. And it's interesting because if you've never had platinum or never wore platinum, maybe never touched platinum, you can actually I can feel the weight of this ring. And that's what happens when you're in the jewelry business for a long time, that I can actually take sterling silver, platinum, white metal, or rhodium, and if you put them down, I could pick it up and tell you what metal each one is made out of. And that's what, if you're in the jewelry business for a long time as a jeweler person, touching everything, different metals have different density, and platinum is very, very dense. So this has a lot of weight to it, 5.8 grams, and you can see the undercarriage on this ring is entirely finished. That's what Shop LC does. That's an extra mold step when they're creating a ring. So it's a separate mold they make just for the undercarriage on this prong setting. They do that because they want it finished 360 degrees. A lot of companies will just leave that blank. It'll be like a hole in there because you actually need light to go through the colored stones. That's what gives you the sparkle. When the light goes in, it bounces around on the interior of the ring, the stone, and then that light comes back at your eye, and that's what gives you that sparkle, that saturation of color. So this is going to be shop 3 in the comment. That's going to send a message. Now, at the end, when you go to checkout in the promo, you're going to type in live 25, and that's going to take that additional 25% off this beautiful ring. Like I said, platinum, it's absolutely beautiful. And I can tell the weight just by touching this. This is a really, really well-made ring. This is the cost after the 25% off, brings it down to $1,871. $1,871. And remember, I've given you 25% off. The appraisal value on this is $7,750. You're getting it for a fraction of the appraised value on this ring. Absolutely stunning ring. Like I said, part of our Rhapsody collection. Anytime we get into our Ileana or our Rhapsody collection, those are going to be the most high-end pieces we carry. Those are going to be the best metals. They could have usually 18 karat or platinum on them, or somewhere, maybe the shank, maybe the clasp. But those are going to be the highest gold and platinum content, and those are going to come with usually your certified appraisal cards, which is free. An appraisal on something like that years ago was about $250. We're doing that absolutely free for you, so that you could add that into the cost. Okay, maybe you're not a ring person. Maybe a pendant is more your jam, and I'm going to bring you. This is going to be shop 2 in the comment column. Shop 2. This is going to be your Santa Maria, once again, aquamarine. This is going to be haloed by Santa Maria aquamarines, and then it has a little flower halo motif that goes around the second row that is actually diamonds. This is going to be set in all platinum. This does not come with the chain. I'm going to show you the back undercarriage of this so you can see what I'm talking about when I say Shop LC finishes everything completely. You can see the beautiful design on this. Now, once again, Santa Maria Aquamarine. Ours is certified. We know exactly that this did come from the Santa Maria Aquamarine mine. Now, I'm going to put this on so you can see it on the neckline and see really the size of this, because sometimes when you put it on the neck form, it doesn't give you the whole look that you really want to see. Now, I have fingernails, and I'm having a little hard time, so give me a second here. That's why we have magnetic clasp now, too. For people like me that don't want to sit there and fumble with a lobster claw. I just had my nails done today, so, okay. So you can see, I'm going to take my other necklace off. So you can see the size of this. So this is going to be, the appraisal price on this beautiful necklace is going to be $9,200. The center stone alone, it's all set in platinum, the whole entire thing. So like I said, platinum is your second most expensive metal in the world, second rarest other than palladium, and this will be lasting forever. The center stone on this is a 10 millimeter, 10 by 9. It is 2.80 carats just in Santa Maria Aquamarine. Once again, this is a quad 4, which means it's super clean. Your diamonds are going to be 0.20, a fifth of a carat, EF, VS. So EF is colorless and VS very slightly included, which you are never going to see. That is 2 steps below internally flawless, which is the best stone you can get out there. Now remember, these are not lab-grown diamonds, and these are not lab-grown aquamarines. The price on this appraisal is $9,200. It's on our clearance sheet for $3,174. This is going to be shop number 2. Also, you're going to get free shipping. After the 25% discount, it brings this down to $2,381.55. Now, aquamarine, unless it's certified and appraised from Santa Maria Mine, on the internet, there's a lot of, anybody who has aquamarine now is labeling Santa Maria Aquamarine, which is incorrect. You really need to make sure that you know where your gemstones are coming from. That Santa Maria is a little bit different. It has a little hint of green color in it. That's what makes it so entirely unique and different from just normal aquamarine that's discovered everywhere. aquamarine, a lot of it comes from Afghanistan. It's discovered all over the place. But when you're getting a color like this in a mine that is no longer, it's exhausted, this becomes a collectible. It becomes more expensive. Once again, it's like alexandrite, turquoisite, Sleeping Beauty. We bought all we could, and those mines are actually single sourced and mined out. So this is on the way to exhausted, and that mine has very, very little material that's coming out. It's not clean material like this. It's cloudy. This is quad 4, which means the best material you can get out there. Once again, it comes with your certified appraisal card. Put that right under here. And that certified appraisal card means that this is the value of this. You can go to any insurance company and have appraised for what the card reads. This is done by a third party. It is not done by us. That would be a faux pas. And it also comes with that Rhapsody card, which is part of our luxurious collection. And on the back, it also tells you the same information as the appraisal card. So it comes with our card from Rhapsody Collection, also with a certified appraisal card, and your price today on this, $2,381. If you are a March baby, this is the birthstone. You know what? Maybe you just want a gemstone that's really worth some money and is going to go up in value. And when you're dealing with colored stones, I always tell people, look, you can invest in gold and silver. What's happening right now in the market is that gold and silver is such a high price, people don't want to invest in it because it's at a peaking price, which means that if you invest money now and it goes back down, you're going to lose money. And at what point do you say, I want to invest? Because you never know. Now, 2 months ago, I wanted to invest in silver. And I thought, at that time, it was $32 an ounce. And I was like, it's never going to go higher. And I should just spend the money. I'm like, it's going to go down. I'm going to wait for it to go down. Well, what's happening now? It's almost $40 an ounce in the market today. If I invested and bought it at $32 an ounce, I would have made money. The same thing with colored stones. The difference is that colored stones, once they're mined out, they're rare. It's not going to be found again. So when you're investing money in stones, it's a little bit different than the metals market. You're investing in something that you love. It's wearable, all right? You're not locking this in a safe where it's going to sit there and accumulate money. But you know already this has, this is made out of solid platinum, all right? So the platinum price is going to go up. You have a large center stone that is exhausted and mined out, that is certified, that's going to go up in value. It's haloed with smaller stones. Those are going to go up in value. So when I talk about colored stones, this is where you want to invest money. If you want to have an array of colored stones and sit on them for a while, you can do that. There's always people and designers and jewelry buyers out there that are looking for things that are incredibly different, that are getting mined out. They don't want to have the same old as everybody. It's like buying a classic car or an expensive car that you only have, maybe there's 100 manufactured in the world. Something like this, that's what you're talking about. It's a collectible piece. It's high value. It's not costume jewelry. This is wearable investment. All right. So $23.81 is going to be your final price on this. This is going to be shop 2 in that comic column. And we are going to move on to our next piece, which is going to be something that, all right, so this is another pendant. And this is, once again, your Montepuezo ruby. And this is going to be, the starting price on this was, the appraisal is $4,800. Our clearance price was $22.81. This is going to be shop 4 in the comment. After the 25% off, it brings it down to $1,711. So right around $1,700. You can have this beautiful pendant. I'm going to move this between the cameras so I can show you a little bit closer up. So this is going to be 1.75 carat weight. It's 900, it's platinum. It comes on the chain, which is 18 inches. So you're going to get the free platinum chain with this, which is awesome because, it's just nice to have a platinum chain, number one. The diamond weight on it is 0.24. It's a quarter of a carat. The center stone is going to be an 8x6 oval. And the carat weight on that center ruby is 1.5 carats. So the regular price on this, $4,800. Your price, $1,711. And remember, we're throwing in this beautiful platinum chain that, and like I said, I can feel the weight. Just platinum has such a density, such a luxurious feel. Now, this is going to come with your little mini lobster claw, which is an easy on, easy off. It's an absolutely beautiful platinum chain. I'm going to drape it over my hand. You can see that the undercarriage on this, once again, 100% finished on the underside. That center stone is the ruby that every ruby wants to be. That's that color. It's a beautiful pink reddish. Excuse me. And when you're buying a ruby, you don't want such a deep, deep red that it becomes opaque. That's the thing about colored stones, especially when you're talking about rubies, sapphires, and emeralds. Emeralds, rubies, and sapphires, you can buy inferior quality out there. But if it's not translucent, it is inferior quality. If it's really dark colored and you can't see, if this was almost so dark it almost looks like a black color, obviously it's not a good ruby. This is one of the best rubies that you can get. It's set in platinum. If this wasn't the best of the best, this is a quad 4 ruby, we wouldn't waste the money and put it in platinum. We would put it in a base metal and sell it off for, $97 on our regular TV site. But you're talking about the best of the best, and that's why this show is a completely certified show. So everything that's here is more upscale. It's expensive, but it's all genuine diamonds, not lab created. These are naturally mined, and I'll go into that a little bit too. The difference between moissanite, naturally sourced diamonds, and lab-grown diamonds. Every single one of those three has a purpose and a place in the jewelry world. And we've had a lot of questions come in. We actually had a corporate meeting the other day about people and the questions. How are they differentiating? How are we pricing? The difference is moissanite is lab-grown. It's created. It is created like a diamond. It takes less time. It has a different properties inside. It is carbon-based to begin with. It is lab-grown. It was grown by, or Henry Moisen discovered it. It came from a meteorite, and then he tried to perfect the lab process. He passed away and was never able to perfect it, and then scientific community stepped in and investors, they perfected it, and now we have moissanite. Now, the thing about moissanite is that it sparkles more than a diamond. Believe it or not, that's the special thing about moissanite. Sparkles more than a diamond, and it costs a lot less. Most of the red carpet wearers out there that are doing the big shows are not actually wearing diamond. They're actually wearing moissanite. Now, moissanite, we have perfected the formula. We sell a lot of moissanite here. It is much, much less expensive than a lab-grown diamond or a naturally sourced diamond. Okay, so what is moissanite? Carbon-based, sparkles more than a diamond. That's all you have to know. That's the one feature that's going to move moissanite into its little niche. Like I said, each one of these has a certain place. Now we go on to lab-grown diamonds. These are manufactured. We start with a carbon seed. They go into a system through heat and pressure, and that crystal actually grows like in the earth. Diamonds take, 400 million years to grow. We can grow lab-grown diamonds in 6 months. Now, the second thing about lab-grown diamonds is we are able to control the quality and the color. Now, naturally sourced diamonds that come out of the ground are very expensive to source. We have to be very careful who we buy them from. We have to make sure that the people that are mining these are treated fairly. You all watched the Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio. That was a movie that really opened people's eyes about the diamond market. So that created a whole nother wave of people want to know where their diamond's from. Is it ethically sourced? Where it came from, what part of the region. It's very, very expensive to mine stuff ethically and come out of the ground. So the price of diamonds is high because of that. Lab-grown diamonds, we're able to control all that. Now, they are a diamond. They're carbon-based. De Beers and GIA has now set out to create different equipment to test diamonds because lab-grown and diamonds test exactly the same. So it's created, upheaval in the market. So moissanite, lab-grown, naturally sourced, all have a place in the jewelry world. These particular stones on this pendant are naturally sourced. The color is really, really important, and the quality. Once you get into a quality stone that is colorless, you're going to pay a lot for naturally sourced stones. That's the way it is. There's no way around it. I'm not picking this out of a cobalt system. I'm actually paying somebody to go out there and dig and find these stones. And to find one stone could take days. It could take weeks. So these are ethically sourced, naturally mined diamonds paired up with your Montepuez ruby in your platinum, which is going to be, once again, one of your most expensive metals out there. And this can be yours for $1,711.35. And I'm going to bring it close to the camera, give you one last lookie, and I'm going to hold it still for a second. Now remember, this is going to be shop 4 in the comment. You also have your 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you decide you want to give this a try, and it's something that you decide that you don't want, send it back and we will credit back your first payment on your credit card. No problems. We're not going to ask you to fill out form after form of why you didn't want it. We will gladly take it back and give you your money back. Okay, so that was shop 4. We are moving on to Ethiopian opals, which is one of my favorite. Just going to get a little sip of water over here. I'm stepping off. I'm waving hi to everybody. Hello, friends. Hi, everybody. I'm still here. Have to keep those vocal cords lubricated. When you talk for 2 hours, you got to take a little sip of water every now and then. Okay, Ethiopian opal. What's happened here is this is going to be shop 5 in the comment column. Ethiopian opal, well, guess where it's from? Hello, Ethiopia. What happened years ago was the only supply of opals that we had out there in the world was from Mexico, from Boulder, believe it or not, Boulder, Colorado, and also from the Australian Lightning Ridge and a couple other mines in Australia. Well, opal was discovered in Ethiopia, and this particular find in Ethiopia has the absolute best color play of any opals that you have seen or I have seen in many, many years. Now, we have bought the best of the Ethiopian, and just like any other opal, this could be possibly white. So it could be a regular opal, but it could be white, which means that it's not a good quality. This is going to be, once again, your quad, and I'm going to move this around in the light just so you can see this beautiful ring. I had a ring very similar to this that I used to call my rainbow ring of power. And I know my friends, Donna and everybody who's watching over there knows that I used to wear that ring. And when somebody would give me a hard time, I'd go, I'm shooting rainbows at you. And that ring just stopped people in its tracks. And it was surrounded, haloed by diamonds, just like this. So you would think I designed this ring, but I did not. This is designed by Shop LC. Okay. So let's go back to what happened. So opals were discovered in Ethiopia. Now, if you don't know anything about opals, opals contain about 90% water. And what happens is when an opal is created, I'm going to use these 2 coins to give you a little example. So I have a penny and I have a nickel. 2 entirely different sizes, right? So if this stone, this opal, it contains spheres, and between the spheres is water. So once these spheres line up, if it was all the penny-sized spheres that were in this opal would not have that play of color. It wouldn't have enough space, enough diversity for the light to come in and bounce around. So this would probably be a pretty dull, chalky white opal. It would still have all the properties of an opal, but it would not have that beautiful color play. Now, if those spheres are mixed with different sizes, right? And maybe there was a quarter size sphere and they stack up, it leaves different size spaces in a stone. And that's what gives Ethiopian opals that diversity of color. Now, when you're talking about stones of this size and this color from Ethiopia, they warrant a pretty hefty price. And that's because, like I said, this is a larger stone. Now, this is beautifully haloed with small diamonds. The price on this is, the appraisal price is $8,850. $8,850. I almost said 8,000 diamonds. Okay, it's late. It's Tuesday night. I worked the overnight last night. I worked Monday, so my hours, I don't even know what day it is. So anyway, okay, this is a certified Ileana, which is going to be our 18 karat collection. So you're talking about 18 karat, the finest of gold you can get. If you love that beautiful saffron color. Now, if you look at the side of this, you can see that beautiful, slight, elegant filigree work. It's just so slightly noticeable on the side of the ring. Not overpowering at all. They've actually taken this opal and made the opal the star player of this design. And as a jewelry designer and manufacturer, when I look at a piece of jewelry, that's what happens. When you're a good designer, you take the stone. That is the star player. That's the ballerina. That's the center of the stage. And then you create things that are going to complement that center stone. They've done it with these beautiful diamonds. Now, they could have paired it with much larger diamonds. What would happen? It would take away from the beautiful color play on the center stone. So they paired it with the perfect size diamond in 18 karat. $8,850 is not your price. We have clearanced this out for $3,001. $3,001. I only have size 7 and higher. 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, and probably 9s. It's not going up, but I don't have anything below a size 7. Now, because this is 18 karat gold and it is part of the Ileana collection, we will free ring size it up or down an entire size. So if we don't have your size and you're a 6, no problem, no worries. We will size it for you for free. This also comes with your certified appraisal. Dun, dun, dun. Your independent certification appraisal. Now, the 25% off of the $3,001 brings us down to $2,251.11. And this is going to be shop number 5 in the comment column. That's, you hit that arrow, and that's going to bring you to the order page with all the specs on this ring. And then what you do, there's a little bar that says promo. You're going to type in live 25, and then that's going to take an additional 25% off to bring it down to $2,251.11. Now, center stone on this, unbelievable, 13.71, almost 14 karat on just the opal alone. It's a quad 3, which is pretty close to a 4. I'm going to say in the opal world, this is probably close to a quad 4. The diamond weight is going to be almost 40 points, 39 carats, SI-GH color. So once again, you're going to get the colorless diamonds, giant opal in the center. It's done. It's got a beautiful little filigree on the side. That play of color on that opal. I'm going to move it around in the light view. This is almost 14 karat. And look at that. The color play on this looks like 4th of July fireworks in every rainbow color you can imagine. Once again, Shop LC has completely finished the undercarriage of this. So they have given you extra gold on this that they didn't need to give you. Gold weight on this is going to be 5.30 grams of 18 karat, which is pretty substantial in the gold world. It's got a beautiful comfort fit band. No stones cascading on the side. Like I said, they wanted that center stone to be the star player on this ring, and they have created it, and boy, is that shiny and sparkly. Okay, your cost, $2,251.11. If you like to buy this, you can also put it on budget pay. If you need to budget pay this out, DJ, can you pull up the personal shopper number behind me? So we have what we call a personal shopper here. If it's your first time tuning in to our live stream, our personal shopper, we hire them. They work for Shop LC. This is the number 888-835-2237. What they do for you, they are your best friends when it comes to payments and figuring things out. If you want to buy this ring and ship it somewhere else, they will do that for you. If you want to buy this ring and put it on budget pay and make it split up on multiple credit cards, they will do that for you. The website, you cannot do that on the website. You can opt budget pay, but it's going to take one credit card payment and split it up normally. If you need to split the one first payment up over 2 cards, call our personal shopper. They're going to be your best friend. They are paid by us to be your best friend, but they're actually very nice. I know the people in the customer service department, and they are super duper. They will do anything they can to help you out. And we want to spread the joy, and this ring is spreading the joy to me. Look at the size of that on my finger. I like a pretty girthy ring, so you're talking knuckle to knuckle. That is pretty substantial. 14 karat in Ethiopian opal, almost 40 points in your full cut, naturally mined diamonds that are a really good colorless quality, and the price is super duper. Remember, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. If you decide you don't want it, you can ship it back to us, no questions asked. The appraisal price on that is $8,850, and the card comes with all the specs. It also comes with our Ileana card that gives you all the same information. Not certified, but your independent certification comes with it free. That particular service right there, I'm going to say roughly is about a $250 service to have your stones appraised. It's an independent company because we can't appraise our own stuff. That would be like writing an insurance policy for yourself if you sold insurance. You just can't do it. Okay, so that's going to be shop number 5. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to move on to shop number 6, which is going to be one of my favorite pieces, one of my favorite stones, and that is because I fell in love with this stone about, I'm going to say 7 years ago. And this is going to be, the center stone on this is morganite. Now, if you don't know anything about morganite, it is the most beautiful pink stone you can get out there in the entire world. Now, what they've done on this beautiful morganite, they've double haloed this. They've haloed it first with diamonds. And I'm going to put this on the ring so I can point it out and show you. So, there's your morganite in the center. They've haloed it. The first halo is going to be your full cut diamonds. The second halo is going to be your Santa Maria aquamarine, certified and appraised. That center stone looks like a cut that has many, many extra facets. It almost looks to me like an old mine cut, which means if you know anything about diamonds that were cut many years ago, now the center stones are morganite, I'm not going to confuse you. But an old mine cut is when they used to have the table, which is what you see on the top of the stone, the flat part. This is called the table. An old mine cut had a small table, and then it went down on the sides, and then it had the girdle, and then it went down to the point. Well, what happened was, in that top part of the diamond, they decided that they could actually do a lot more facets to give diamonds a lot more sparkle. So old mine cuts were very, very popular in the early 1900s. All your diamonds were old mine cuts. And before that, they were roughly cut other different ways. But I'm specifically talking about this cut. So what happened is, because of the lack of, and they had beautiful sparkle, but people decided, oh, my diamond will sparkle more. So a lot of people took their jewelry at the time, their platinum filigree, beautiful old mine cut diamonds, and they brought them, and the trend was to have the diamond recut. Now, when you recut a stone, obviously you're cutting away, which means there's going to be less diamond weight. A lot of people opted for more sparkle and less diamond weight. It was almost like a trend that came out, like, oh, I don't want that old line cut anymore. I want that new 58 faceted cut. Well, because of that, a lot of really large, beautiful diamonds were cut and brought down to almost half the carat weight. We've learned our lesson through time. We don't do that anymore. But what we've done on this particular morganite, so this has a small table on top, but what they've done is on the side of that table, years ago, it just went down. They have cut and surrounded that side with facets. So that makes this morganite over the top sparkly. And that's a cut, there's many, many new cuts that are coming out there in the colored stone diamond market. We have stones now that have 180 cuts on them. We have, hearts and arrows that you can actually see hearts and arrows in through the table. So technology has really changed where we are able to really bring out the beauty of some of these colored stones that we've never been able to do before. That's because laser technology. These used to be hand done. And my friend Donna, who's watching, she went to William Holland, where you could take a class on faceting, the most boring class in the entire world. And you would actually take a block and you would facet it and you'd move it a half a centimeter. And then the wheel would turn. You'd let it turn like 15 times. And you'd move it another half a centimeter. Well, it took an entire week for some people to get through one faceted stone. Absolutely the most boring thing. I never took that class. Not my jam. I'm like my friend Donna. We like to bang out stuff really fast and have fun and create as much inventory as we can. But something like this, like I said, that is a new cut on that morganite. So let's go into the price. And this is going to be shop number 6. So apropos, because 6 is my favorite number and morganite is my favorite stone. So this is done in rose gold, and most of the morganite that you see out there is all set in rose gold, and that's to accentuate that beautiful pale pink color. And so they've paired this stone with that beautiful Santa Maria aquamarine because it's also a pastel color. If you put a dark sapphire haloed this beautiful light colored pink stone with a dark sapphire, what's going to happen? All you're going to see is the dark sapphire. That beautiful pink stone in the center is going to completely just be diminished and it's going to fade away and not be brilliant. So they've paired it with a stone that complements it. Pastel colors complement each other. So that's what they've done when they designed this piece. Now, this particular ring is going to be over 6 grams of rose gold, 6.20 to be exact. So you're talking about rose gold. How do they achieve that? They take gold and they mix it with other alloys, which every gold that you buy is mixed with other alloys to make it stronger. We can't, in the marketplace, make jewelry out of 24 karat. It's much, much too soft. It's not wearable. We can do it with 22 on chains. We don't ever suggest it on rings because you'll bend them. You could actually probably bend it if you really just took your fingers and pressed on it pretty sturdily. So when you're talking about different golds and different colors, it's just mixed with other alloys to create this pink color. So it is 14 karat rose gold, 6.2 grams. The center stone on this is going to be, where's my little card? Give me a minute here. Oh, here it is. So the center stone is going to be, it's 10 millimeter round. That's pretty substantial. And it's 3.66 carat weight on that morganite alone. So 10 millimeter is pretty substantial circumference-wise. And morganite, I purchased my first piece of morganite, like I said, about 7 years ago. My husband and I were at the Tucson Gem Show. For some reason, I was drawn towards morganite. Now, morganite, they say, is a love stone. It resonates through the heart. It's the stone of love, and pink is usually associated with love. Speaking of pink, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is starting tomorrow. And any female out there or male, I know that they do free screening during the month of October. My bestie, who unfortunately is not watching, she did not get through the battle. So if you have a friend out there that has not had a mammogram, please take them to the doctor and have it done for free in October. That's why it's breast cancer awareness. Pink is the color for breast cancer awareness. So if you are a warrior, a survivor, and you want something to represent that, maybe this pink ring is for you. That morganite, like I said, I resonated with that stone. It was a stone that I really, really wanted. I bought a cushion cut, and I paid for that cushion cut about $1,000. That was wholesale. That was smaller than this. It was not set in anything. It was just the loose stone. I do have it set in a ring that I wear a lot. But if you're interested in morganite, you can pull up the metaphysical properties. This stone is particularly hard to get in such a clear, vivid pink color. You're going to get those almost flawless full cut diamonds. You're going to get that beautiful blue Santa Maria aquamarine, and you're going to get it for a price of $2,655. Not your price right now. 25% off. That brings $398 back in your pocket and brings this ring just shy of $2,000. So your price is going to be $1,991. This is going to be shop number 6. Now remember, I'm looking at my notes. I have all sizes available. If we do not have your size when you go to order this, we will size up or down for free. So no worries if we don't have your particular size. Now the appraisal price on this particular ring is going to be $9,500. That's your certified independent appraisal, which comes for free. And this does come boxed up in a beautiful box, by the way. This is my display pieces, so I am trying them on, and they brought in my size, which is nice. So beautiful aquamarine, 10 milligrams. 10. That is substantial for a center stone. Remember what I told you? They actually put facets around the side, and I'm going to try to move it around. Let's see if so this is what I'm talking about. This area right here, right? That's above the girdle. They've actually faceted extra facets on that morganite to give it more sparkle. And it just is a perfect colored pink. Like I said, if you're a breast cancer survivor, or if you just love morganite, maybe you're a person that always wanted this particular stone in your jewelry collection, you were unable to afford it. Well, you can work magic with Shop LC. Call our personal shopper, and what they can do for you is they will split the payments up. This can be put on budget pay, which will spread over 5 months. No credit, bad credit, we really don't care. We're going to take a chance on you, and we're going to give you credit here at Shop LC. So you can have beautiful pieces of jewelry in your collection for a fraction of the price you'd pay anywhere else out there in the real world. Okay, so that is shop number 6. We are going to move on to a necklace now. And we'll take a sip of water again. All right, so this is going to be a little bit different than the pendants. This is for all my women out there that like to, or men. I could preface because you know what? Guys are blinging it up big time right now. So I can no longer say women because some of the men that I know, look at all the football players. They probably wear more diamonds and gold than I have in my wardrobe. And they do it well. I love seeing a guy. When I was married years ago, my husband now, does not have pierced ears. But number one husband, years ago, I actually pierced his ear and designed a Starship Enterprise earring that he wore for quite a few years. Now, if you have a partner and you want to start blinging up their jewelry, this is a piece that you're going to want to add because this is something that is so, so different. It is called Tsavorite. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's spelled TSV, Tsavorite garnet. Now, tsavorite, it's Tsavortie. Okay. So, tsavorite garnet is a garnet, but it's a green garnet. And it is super, super rare. That's why this is part of our Rhapsody collection. Ileana and Rhapsody are the two collections that I said that we actually use platinum and all kinds of really expensive metals. So these are roundelettes, and I took it off because I really want to show you. So these are graduated. So that center is the largest roundelette, and then it goes down to very small. This is done with your platinum clasp. It has the little tag on there that shows you 950 platinum. It's adjustable, so this can be 18 or 20. That gives you the capability. So if you're a guy, you're probably going to wear a 20-inch, unless you're a really small framed person. But if you look at this color, this is completely translucent. Now, this is over 92 carat into tsavorite garnet. What I got, 92 carat. I could have made a whole bunch of rings, earrings, bracelets, or necklaces out of this. But what we've done, we've matched the color. So that's one thing that you have to realize is that when you're putting together a necklace like this, every single stone has to be precisely matched. If it's not, it's going to show up. It's going to stand out like a cavity. If you have one that's real light, you'd see it immediately. If you have one that's real dark, the same thing, you'd see it immediately. So super, super important. This company, Shop LC, we have people, we have 9,000 employees. They sit there. One person is their job to match up these stones precisely with tweezers. Very, very difficult job. This is $2,869. The appraisal price on this, $7,250. Your price today, $2,152. $2,152.49. I took an additional 25% off. So tsavorite garnet is found in different places of the world, but it's very, very rare. Garnets usually come, and you've seen them in an array of colors, reds down to rusty reds, down to really, really almost Burmese, deep, deep burgundies. Where do you ever see green? This is rare, folks. This is why this pendant necklace is $2,152. It's a rare type of stone. So you can wear this on its own. It's graduated, very, very smooth. That carat weight is 92 carat. Once again, it has your platinum adjustable necklace from 18 to 20. Your appraisal price on this is going to be $7,200. Your price today, $2,152. If you want to call our personal shopper and put this on budget pay, you can do that. We can split this up over 5 payments for you. You can have this and wear it through the entire holidays. The budget pay, we ship it to you, and then we split those payments up after you make the first payment. So we don't care about your credit. We want you to have beautiful gems and jewelry for the holidays. Remember, $7,250. Our price, $2,152. Adjustable platinum chain. Tsavorite garnet, very, very, very rare, beautifully matched, perfect color choice for the holidays, for the fall. And this is just a great piece. Male or female can wear this. Absolutely 100% unisex. If you have a man or a woman in your life that is a January baby, they have had red garnet their whole life. January it's going to happen fast. Right after Christmas, we roll into the month of January. Maybe that's a piece of jewelry that you want to purchase for your partner, lover, friend, whoever, family member, because it is so rare. Now remember, I'm bringing you certified pieces. The certified pieces are the rarest and the best quality gemstones out there. That's why we spend the money to have it certified. If it wasn't certified, it's still good quality, but when you're dealing with the best, we want to make sure that you can insure it and wear it, without worrying about losing it. So these can be 100% insured. Okay, that was number 7 in the comment. We're going to move on to number 8, which is an unusual stone, something most people have probably never heard of once again. And this is going to be Golonga green tourmaline. So, I know that you've seen tourmaline. Look at the color of this. Look at the color of that. All right, so we all know black tourmaline is good for grounding, opaque. Then you go into your bicolors, which is this. This has color changing. You can see actually flashes of other color in there. This is extremely, extremely rare. This comes from one region and one region only. It was discovered in the late 1960s and 1970s. So when we're talking about a discovery that is basically under 50 years old, that's a new find. We have stones, you think about it. There are rubies and emeralds in the crown jewels. They're in museums through the emperors in China and Russia for thousands of years. Those were your star players. When you're dealing with stones like this that are extremely rare, there's a small pocket that's found. It's usually mined out immediately because it's such limited quantity, and it's not found again. Now, this particular, like I said, this is a tourmaline that is green. It's bicolored, but it has little flashes of other stone in it. This Golconda mine is gone. When you look at this stone, it actually exhibits soft pink, green, and some slight hints of blue. This comes from the Zequina. Now, if I butchered that, it's pretty close to that. The Zequina mine, which is gone. So this has been mined out. The price on this is part of our luxury collection. This is going to be center stone, is going to be 3.60. It's an 11 by 9 oval, fully faceted and cut. And I'm going to move this around so you can see the beautiful green color. Now this is diamonds on the side in a beautiful little floral motif. You can see when I hold my ring sideways how that center stone is raised up, and that's to get the light through that center stone. A stone like this that is very, very, has that bicolor, you really want to get the light behind it and all through it because it actually exhibits those little flashes of other colors I just talked about. The pinks, the blues. When you're dealing with this, and this is from one particular mine. So the carat weight on the diamonds is going to be 0.15. The center weight, 3.60 for that center tourmaline. The price on this, sorry about that, folks. My hair keeps falling in my face. The price on this is going to be $1,702. Now your appraisal price on it is $6,000. Right there, a little $6,000 for this ring. I'm going to put it like that so you can see it. Okay, and this is done in 10 karat. Couldn't read the card. 10 karat yellow gold. So it's super strong. Part of your Luxuro collection. The diamonds are going to be GH. It has 12 small diamonds. That center stone, 3.75. Very, very rare tourmaline, like I said. And a stone like this, once again, tourmaline is about 500 million years old. Anytime you're dealing with precious stones, these have been in the ground forever. And I mean, way before, that we're talking about Jurassic Park period time. So we've unearthed these, and now we've cut them and polished them and brought them to the market. Like I said, incredibly rare. This is going to be number 8 on your comment, shop number 8. Final price on this, after your 25% off, is going to be $1,276.86. So $1,200 basically for a beautiful ring that's appraised at over $7,000. Thanks, you Rosemont. How are you? I'm glad you're still painting. I see you on Facebook. So this is going to be a ring that, once again, if you want to invest money in colored stones, this is what you do. You buy stuff like this that is mined out almost, surrounded by diamonds, and done in gold, platinum, or expensive metal. That way it's going to hold its value. Okay, that was shop 8 in the comment column. I'm going to go now on to shop 9, which is the matching pendant. Just making sure. So number 9. Where is the matching pendant? I don't see it here unless... I don't see the matching pendant, DJ. Okay, I see the emerald. 1, 2, and I have this on.
I have it right here.
Okay, so you know what? Malfunction. We're getting it to you right now.
Just put a necklace on that.
Okay. And see, this is what happens behind the scenes. Just for anybody who doesn't know, I'm in a studio, and there are about 7 giant camera monitors around me that have the screens. They're showing me prices. There's a big monitor here. And our fabulous DJ sets up everything back here, gets all my show sheets ready so I can see what I'm going to sell to you. These are sent to me a couple of days ahead of time so I can get to pick and choose, like, oh, I like that. Oh, I don't really like that. I don't want to sell that. So anyway, that's just a little sniglet behind the scenes here at Shop LC. And maybe I'll do a video real quick on Friday and post that too, so you can see all about our live studio. It's different from the live TV studio. Our manager, boss here in the live stream has done all this. Look at, I just want to point this out. He stenciled all this bee pattern by hand, not for me. It should be though, because I am Queen Bee. But he has really changed up the live stream studio and added shows, up to 5 shows a day now. So if you don't want to shop and watch TV with us, tune into the live stream, because multiple shows every day. And I'm just going to reintroduce myself for anybody who just tuned in. My name is Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto, aka they call me Queen Bee here at Shop LC. I am a beekeeper, and that's why they call me Queen Bee. Other, a couple of the reasons too, but I am an official beekeeper. I do the live TV show Monday mornings and Fridays every week. I also do the live stream here Tuesday nights. So if you want to tune into the live stream, here you get 25% off, which makes it well worth it for people that are just tuning in. Live TV also gives you discounts. So either or, you get beautiful jewelry. Not only on the live stream, we have all kinds of fashion and handbags and makeup and everything you'd need to make yourself beautiful and bling yourself up. But tonight's show is all about certified jewelry. And certification in jewelry means that you are going to get exactly what it says on the card. And that means that you can go out and appraise this through an insurance company and your homeowner's insurance, and that way you are all set if something happens. Okay, so this is going to be shop number 9. Number 9. And this is the matching pendant of the green tourmaline, that beautiful Congola tourmaline. And I'm going to spell that for you because it's GOLCONDA. And that particular mine, believe it or not, had 2 of the largest diamonds ever found in history come out of that particular mine. Now what they're pulling out of it is tourmaline, and it's super rare. So think about that. Largest diamonds ever found that have been cut and polished, and now we're getting this beautiful green tourmaline out of it. It has flashes of pink, some flashes of blue, and this goes, it has that little bit of color changing capability, bicolored. This was discovered in the 60s, 1960s and 70s. Okay, the pendant does not come with the chain. The pendant is 10 karat. It is total weight on the center stone is going to be 1.17. It is an 8.6 oval. eye clean, and your diamond weight is going to be 1/4 of a carat at 0.24. So I'm going to hold this up so you can see it a little bit here. Now remember, that is going to be your green tourmaline, haloed by diamonds in 10 carat. It does not come with the chain. The appraisal price on this is $2,000. Our clearance price on this particular piece is $619. And guess what? You get an extra 25% off, which brings this down to $464. $464, green tourmaline, surrounded and haloed by diamonds, in 10 karat gold, appraised at $2,000. You're getting it for $464. Now, like I said, if you want to put it on budget pay, you do have the capability. Call the personal shopper at 888-835-2237, and they will help you with the budget pay portion of your purchase. That was number 9. I'm going to move on now to number 10 in the shop, which is going to be absolutely beautiful tanzanite. So we all know about tanzanite, and if you don't, I'm going to tell you about tanzanite. So we are going to start with this beautiful tanzanite ring. Now, I can tell by looking at this, I can tell by the weight of the platinum that this is substantial. This just feels like luxury. It feels like wealth. It feels like, as Encore would say, our boss, this feels like an ooh la la piece. If you look at that tanzanite, now tanzanite is mined out of Tanzania. This particular area, when our company sent our team, and that means 2 hosts along with our photographers and stuff, 10 years ago, there were what we call blocks. There was 4 blocks open. So these, you go down and mine. So 4 areas they were mining. 2 blocks are now completely closed. And the quality stuff coming out of Tanzania right now, the quality is not there. We went back 6 years ago when 2 of the blocks were closed with a team again, and they bought everything they could because they also saw that the amount of tanzanite coming out of that mine was getting completely depleted, and the quality was going downhill, and the size of the large stones was also diminishing. So yes, we can still get inferior quality, not like this. This is, once again, certified and appraised. This is set in platinum. It has beautiful diamonds that are all recessed and set around that platinum. Okay, the appraisal price on this, $8,600. $8,600. Not today. How about $2,834? How does that sound? Platinum, tanzanite, quad 4, which means in the colored world again, quad 4, the best color you can get in a colored stone. Center stone on this is 9 by 7 millimeter. The carat weight is going to be just over 2 carat, 2.02 full carat. Platinum, stamped 950 platinum. The gram weight is almost 8 grams of platinum. 7.90, almost 8 complete grams. Look at the color on this tanzanite, folks. It is spectacular. After your 25% off, I'm going to drop this down to $2,126. And I was taking it off, that's why I was making that face. But I'm going to hold this up to the camera very close because I really want you to be able to see the color of this ring. Look at that. And you can see it in the background. But this almost looks like Paraiba tourmaline. When we do color play, when we bring up stuff like that, sometimes on the monitors, you really can't tell. Look at the blue on that. That is just phenomenal. Really, really. And so tanzanite, when you get into the quads, the 4 quads, the 4 A's, you're going to get that color that is the best of the best out there, and it's just going to blow your mind. So this particular stone, remember, It is getting mined out very, very quickly. This has a substantial amount of diamonds, 2.30. That's almost 2.5 carat in full cut, colorless, flawless diamonds surrounded by that beautiful tanzanite that is going to be roughly over 2 carats. So 2 carat in tanzanite, 2 carat in diamond for $2,126. If you've never seen tanzanite, a little hiccup there. If you've never seen tanzanite, maybe on a cruise ship you've seen it. Maybe you've traveled off to somewhere and they've offered it in a jewelry store. You know that if you pulled up this ring in a jewelry store and say, can I see that ring in the case? In platinum, 2 carat diamond, 2 carat tanzanite, this would easily be $6,000. Easily. Not today, Chop LC, $2,126. And it's going to come with your appraisal card, $8,600. Your free appraisal that we're giving you for free. Now remember, I have multiple sizes in this, but if it does need to be sized, maybe you're a 9, it can go up to an 11. I have a 5, it can go down to a 4 or a 3 if you're a really small little person. I'm an 8 on my fingers, so we have plenty of quantity, and I mean plenty of quantity, 2 or 3. All right, in different sizes. I don't mean we have hundreds. As a matter of fact, I have one of each, and then size 7, I have 7. So I have more of size 7 than any other size. And that's the most common size. And folks, remember that with Shop LC, if you decide you want this ring for $2,126 and you want it on budget pay, so we're going to split this up over 5 months. It's going to be $400, $420 a month. And you get this, you pay that $420 when you order the ring. It's going to be shop number 10 in the comment. In the promo code, you're going to put live 25. It's going to bring it down to $2,126. And then what happens? Free shipping. Free shipping. Also, 30-day money-back guaranteed. So if you decide you want this ring and you look at it and you go, maybe I don't want it, you can return it free of charge. We will credit back the $460 you paid. So beautiful, beautiful tanzanite, certified and appraised in pure platinum, one of the most expensive metals, and platinum is 100% creeping up in price. Okay, I'm going to move on to we're going to do some earrings for you now. How's that? This is going to be shop 11 in the comment column. And oh, these are so pretty. And I love these because not only are they earrings, but the light goes through these so you can really see the beautiful color in these tanzanite earrings. Now, these are going to be number shop 11 in the comment. These are going to be quad 4. They're going to be 100% platinum. The diamond is going to be an EF VS color. Carat weight on this is going to be 2.2. In those tanzanites, over 2 carat, 1.10 carat each ear. Diamond weight is going to be 38 points. So 38 cut in half, 14 points of diamond in each ear, along with over a carat in each ear in the tanzanite. Now, these also have the beautiful screw-on backs, which means that you are not going to lose these earrings. It's actually a nut and bolt, and the back actually screws on so they stay on. That way you never have to worry about losing an expensive earring, because these are expensive. These are tanzanite quad 4 color. Your price on these, $2,534. The appraisal price is $6,850. Your price today, after the 25% off, brings it down to $1,900. $1,900 for something that's $8,000 roughly. Maybe these are a great Christmas gift, Hanukkah gift, Kwanzaa, Samhain. It doesn't matter what you celebrate. Maybe these are just a selfish gift for you for the holidays. But you're talking about the best quality and color tanzanite that you can possibly get out there. If you have any questions, somebody asked me to bring it closer to the camera. I did that with the ring. If you have any questions at all, please just type them up and I'll answer them if I can. I see that my friends are still hanging out. Hey, Stacy, how's it going? I hope you're doing well in the fall. And Rosemont, like I said, I hope you're still painting. So these are going to be $1,900. Yours, you can split this up on budget pay. Over a carat in each year of tanzanite and over 14 points of diamond in each year. Pure platinum, most expensive metal out there. This is going to be something that is a family heirloom piece. This can be left as a legacy piece for sure. You can wear these earrings, and then if you want to leave them, if you pass on, they have made into 2 pendants. So there's a lot of versatility with a pair of earrings like this if you have multiple kids that you may be thinking about in the future what's going to happen with the earrings. Okay, so we're going to move on because I have about 20 minutes left of the show, and I have about 5 things that I'm going to go through. So I'm going to rapid fire these last few things to make sure we get through everything. So now we're moving on to rubellite. Now, if you've never seen rubellite, once again, look at the color of this. This is a square cut rubellite. It's GHSI diamond, 1.5 carat, done in 18 karat gold. This is actually mined out of the Fino rubellite mine in Brazil. Only place that it comes from. It was discovered in 1979. So once again, fairly new stone on the market. The difference of this particular rubellite, which is in the tourmaline family, is that this exhibits purple and red in the same stone. So it's a part of the tourmaline family, 18 karat gold. It does have channel set. I'm going to take it off and put it on my little ring thing. It does have diamonds that are channel set, which means no prongs. They're actually slid into that setting, so there's no prongs. You're never going to catch those on anything. You can see that the carriage and undercarriage, once again, is fully done through Shop LC. You can see it's patterned on the underside. That's something that Shop LC does extra that you don't pay for. It adds to the gold weight, which is important. The gold weight on this is going to be 1.50 in gold. So almost 2 grams of gold. Is that particularly right? I don't think that's right. Oh, okay. And I have very limited sizes on this. I have one size 7, 1/9, and 1/8. So $23.99, rubellite tourmaline, very, very rare. After the 25% off, it saves you $359.99, brings it down to $1,799.99. The appraisal price on this is going to be $6,875. Now remember, this is 18 karat with your finest diamonds, with that beautiful pink rubellite, which is extremely, extremely rare. It comes with your certified appraisal cards that we do free of charge for you. So if you're interested in the rubellite, this is just a beautiful colored ring. I love that. Actually, that square cushion. It's not a cushion cut. It's a princess cut. But if you look at it, that gives you those extra sparkles, the extra setting, 18 karat, and that is going to be number 13 in the comment column if you're interested in the rubellite. Okay, we're going to move on to emeralds now for my Ileana collection. And these are natural emeralds. These are not heat treated. These are not dyed or Fisher filled. And these are done in 18 karat also. I'm going to start with the ring. And this is a beautiful, I gotta tell you, my mom was a May baby. And I, when I was in the jewelry business many, many years ago, my dad came to me with my mom's engagement ring and wanted me to halo it with emeralds. At the time, I had very little money, and so did he, I guess. And we haloed it with with emeralds, but they were not nearly this color. And that was the whole point of the story. If you look at the emerald on this ring, it is absolutely stunning color green. This is a certified appraised Iliano. It's a Kagam emerald, which comes from a specific mine. This is a diamond. It has a trillion cut on each side. The diamonds are going to be almost 1.5 carat in diamond alone. The emerald in the ring is going to be, the emerald is 1.5 carats. The diamonds are 0.18. So the diamonds are about 9 point on each side. That emerald for 1.5 carat is absolutely stunning. The color on this is just the best color you could ever get in an emerald. Now that is an 8 by 6 millimeter emerald. It's an oval cut. It's 1.27. Very, very slightly included. You can't even really see the inclusions. 0.18 carat in your diamond weight full cut diamonds, and then once again an 18 carat. This is going to be $25.29, appraised at $7,000. After the 25% off, it brings it down to $1,799, and this is going to be shop 14 in the comment column. Make sure you type in live 25 in that promo after you message off, because that's going to be your additional 25% off, which brings it down to $1,799. And remember, folks, free shipping on everything you buy today over $50. So whether it's here on the live stream or the live TV set, free shipping on anything over $50. Okay, that's your Kagam Emerald. Absolutely beautiful color on that. I mean, stunning, stunning, stunning. If you're an Emerald May baby and you have never had a beautiful cut emerald like that, maybe today's the day you want to purchase it, because it was stunning. Okay, we're moving on to the matching pendant. Maybe the ring wasn't your jam. Maybe the pendant is. This is going to be shop 15 in the comment column. Once again, this does not come on the chain. We've just displayed it on the chain for you. Center stone is going to be a 7 by 5 oval. It is going to be a 3A quality. The diamonds are going to be 0.17 carat SIGH color. Now, this is something that I love, because if you look at the emerald, they've actually haloed this with beautiful diamonds, but the emerald is still the star player of this pendant. So we haven't taken away from that little emerald in the center. Our clearance price on this, because this is appraised at $3,100. Boom, boom. Now we have this on clearance in our system right now for $1,079. When we take off that extra 25%, it comes out to $809. $800, this can be yours. We can budget pay this for you. We can split it up over 4 months. Remember, you have your 30-day money back guaranteed. You're going to have your free appraisal card. This is going to be shop 15 in the comment column. Can be yours for $809. Now, emeralds are, like I said, one of the top players in the field. Ruby, emerald, diamond, sapphire. These are not heat treated, not Fisher filled. These are natural, the best emeralds you can get out there. Very, very important when you're buying colored stones to make sure that you do your due diligence, because and there's nothing wrong with heat treated or Fisher filled. All right? They all have a place in the world. Like I said, every stone, moissanite, diamond, lab grown, all have a place in the world. So do Fisher filled, heat treated stones, because they are much more affordable and they are a beautiful color. But if you want 100% natural, you want to go green, have the natural, you're going to pay for it. You are absolutely going to pay for it, because the rarity is what you're paying for. The amount that they can find in the ground that is that quality and color is so minuscule that it keeps the price high, as should be. Okay, we're going to move on to something that is super, super interesting. It is, if you're not familiar with turquoisite, we sell this a lot on our network. It's a stone that is naturally color changing, like an alexandrite, but turquoisite is found in the Antonoli Mountains in Turkey. It's a fairly new find. This particular ring is $21.99. It has this beautiful, crazy octagon faceted stone. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming out there in the new world of faceting that actually it's all laser done. Thank God, because you couldn't do this as a human being. There's no way you could cut the stone precisely like that. This actually has hexagon with windows in it. Now this is haloed with a bunch of diamonds. It's in 14 karat. The total weight is going to be on the white diamonds is okay. On the turquoisite in the center, it's going to be 3.11 carats. Now, color changing means that turquoisite naturally goes, and maybe if I move it around, we can sort of get that color changing capability. It's going to go from almost like an olive green, like a beautiful olive oil that has that beautiful green color, to almost like a little bit of a beautiful tan, sort of rusty brown, but it's a naturally color changing stone. It's a natural occurrence, just like alexandrite. But just like alexandrite, turquoisite, single sourced, Anatolia Mountains in Turkey. This particular stone obviously is going to get mined out very, very quickly, because when you have a color changing stone that is of this quality, and like I said, minuscule amounts are coming out of that area in Turkey, that the price is going to go up. So we've sold a lot of it on Shop LC. We have different categories of turquoisite. This actually is the best quality that you can get in our category. This is $21.99. That's our price. 25% off of that is going to bring it down substantially. You're going to get your free certification card. The appraisal value on this is $6,300. So this is shop number 16 on our list. If you've never seen turquoisite and want to give it a try, like I said, it's a natural occurring color change stone, fairly new to the market, super, super interesting. And that octagon, crazy cut, not octagon, I forget the name of that cut. Okay, it's a crazy cut. It is so substantial, and it looks like it has windows in it. 25% off, $21.99 is going to bring this down to, let's give you a discounted price. Brings it down to $1,649. $1,649. Remember, you're going to get your appraisal card with it. This is appraised at $7,300, a fraction of what we're charging you, done in 14 karat yellow gold, haloed by beautiful diamonds. And it also has some diamonds cascading slightly halfway down the shank. So they never put the diamonds around the underside because you'll damage them. But this just goes halfway down both sides. You can see that the stone is raised so the color goes through. Once again, undercarriage, 100% finished. That's what Shop LC does. This is going to be shop 14 in the, shop 16 in the comment. Color changing turquoisite. Beautiful, beautiful ring. If you've never experienced it, maybe you want to give it a shot, because it is very rare. And that color changing capability makes it really, really special. And it changes on your hand. What does that? There's only a few stones out there. There's fluorite, turquoisite, alexandrite, a couple other ones that are color changing. But it's just a cool, funky way to look at jewelry. And you're going to look at it, it's going to change color, and you're going to be like, this is intense. Okay, we're going to move on to another Wella Opal piece. That is going to be shop 17. Shop 17, the comment column. This is a beautiful circular Wella Opal. Once again, diamonds cascading down the side. You can see the color play in that. This is appraised at $4,500.50. Our price on clearance is $1,301. 25% off of that brings this down to $975.75. So just shy under $1,000. This can be yours. This is done once again in 14 karat. That center stone is going to be 14 millimeter round. Over 7 karat just in the center stone alone. The diamonds, 12 full cut, and they're going to be 0.19. That's almost a fifth of a carat in diamond. So once again, this is your Wella Opal. You can see the color play on this. Well, the opals came into the market fairly recently, within the last 10 years. Before that, the only place you could get opals was Brazil, Mexico, and Boulder, Colorado. And those places, the opal market, they pretty much had it all. Well, Ethiopia stepped in, and these opals coming out of Ethiopia are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Best color play. And that's what you want. You can get a white opal. It's going to have the same properties. It is an opal, but you're buying an opal for the color. That's why you want an opal. And the way that the color play happens, I showed this earlier, is the little spheres are stacked up in an opal inside it. Now, an opal has a lot of water in it, so I just dropped my penny, but if you had all the same size nickels stacked up, you would not have the color play. You need different variations of spheres. So quarter size, nickel size, penny size. And in between those spheres, the water and the color bounces around to give you this fabulous color play. So that's what's unique about an Ethiopian opal. It has those pastel colors. It's got every color play, the reds, the blues, the yellows, the greens. Best quality you can get. This is going to be $1,301 after your 25% off. It brings it down to $975, and this is going to be shop 17 in the comment column. Okay, I'm going to move on to our next item. So remember, these are all certified and appraised, which means that you're getting exactly what you pay for. You know what you're getting because that appraisal is done by an independent third party or second party company that is not tied to Shop LC, and that is for insurance purposes and so that you know where your stones are from and what you're getting. Okay, last and least, something really cool and groovy that I have not seen before. I saw this aired. I was not one of the ones who was able to shop it because it wasn't my show. But this, my friends, is purple spinel. Now, super, super rare. Purple spinel has flashes of rusty red, pinks, blues. This exhibits more colors than you could ever imagine in this one stone. Now, lavender spinel or purple spinel, we're going to go lavender spinel. This is part of our luxuriant collection. It's going to be in 10 karat. It's going to have 2 carats in diamonds. It's lab-grown diamonds, which are going to give you, once again, like I said before, the lab-grown diamonds are going to give you the best color play. And I'm going to move this around here so you can really see it. All right, so if you look at the size of these diamonds. So this particular ring is, center stone is oval. It's going to be 1.5 carats, 1.58. AAA, 8x6. And then the lab-grown diamonds are going to be almost a half carat SIGH color. But if you look at the stones on this, all right, these are pretty substantial. And that's why we've used lab-grown diamonds. If these were naturally sourced diamonds of this quality and this size, it would bump the price of this ring up to roughly almost double the cost. So this is done in 10 karat yellow gold. The price on this is $1,299.99. This is going to be shop number 18 in the comment column. After the 25% off, it brings it down to $974.99. $974.99 to own a lavender spinel. Super, super rare. The appraisal price on this, $3,200. That's going to be your appraisal price on a lavender spinel. It's interesting. I just watched a documentary on a gentleman who has been in the jewelry business for many, many years. And he decided that he was going to be and procure and collect and sell only spinel jewelry. And when you're talking about colors like lavender, colors like blue, that are completely translucent, that almost look like papadasharas or Paraiba tourmaline, I didn't mean papadasharas. Periba tourmaline, that blue. When you're talking about colors like that in a spinel, the rarity goes up incredibly, and that's what I'm talking about when I say you can invest money in colored stones. Stuff like this that's super, super rare. It's not even so much the diamonds, the lab-grown diamonds you're paying for. It's that center spinel stone, because that's where the money is. To find a lavender spinel of this quality, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. And so what we've done is we've paired this with our finest lab-grown diamonds to give you a beautiful halo effect on an absolutely exquisite piece that's entirely rare. So your price is going to be $974. And you know what? I'm going to recap real quick. I have just a couple of minutes left. So I'm going to hold up each piece and tell you the number super, super fast in case you missed anything. Okay, so shop 1, that is going to be your Santa Maria aquamarine, shop 1. Shop 2 is going to be your pendant that I have on. Same thing, Santa Maria aquamarine, that's going to be shop 2. Shop 3 is going to be your Montepuezo ruby in platinum. Shop 4 is going to be your Montepuezo ruby pendant in platinum. Shop 5 is going to be the larger of the Ethiopian Wella opals, haloed by diamonds. That's going to be shop 5. Shop 6 is going to be my favorite that I talked about, this beautiful morganite, double haloed with aquamarine and also your diamonds. So you have a double halo on that. That is absolutely beautiful. That is shop 6. Shop 7 is going to be your beautiful green to Savorite garnet beaded necklace, platinum class. That's going to be shop 7. Shop 8 is going to be your Conga green tourmaline. Absolutely super, super rare. That's going to be shop 8. Shop 9 is going to be your beautiful tanzanite in platinum with the diamonds, shop 9. Oops, I'm sorry. This is shop 10. Shop 9 is going to be the pendant right here that matches that beautiful green tourmaline. This is shop 9. Shop 10 is going to be your beautiful tanzanite in platinum with the diamonds. Shop 13, because shop 12 is not with us. Shop 12 left the building. We sold out of that. So shop 13 is going to be your rubellite in your 18 karat beautiful rubellite. Shop 14 is going to be your Kagam emerald oval cut, 18 karat. That's shop 14. Shop 15 is going to be the pendant without the chain in the Kagam emerald, haloed by diamonds, 18 karat. That's going to be shop 15. Shop 16 is going to be your beautiful turquoisite. If you've never experienced that, look at the cut on that. Looks like a house. I want to play Monopoly and wear that. Okay, that's going to be shop 16. That is your color changing turquoisite. Very, very rare. And we do sell turquoisite for less money, but when you want the best of the best, the color changing is, you can see it in just all the time. It's not hidden. Okay, and then we go to shop 17, which is going to be your round Ethiopian Wella opal. It's a little bit smaller than the other one that I showed you. And shop 18 is going to be your beautiful lavender spinel surrounded by your beautiful lab-grown diamonds. Okay, everybody. Well, this ends my presentation of my my show with certified appraisal jewelry. Please tune in. We have multiple shows every day now through the live stream starting at 8 a.m. and they run about every 2 hours. Just pop in and see what we have going on. Great discounts, always 25% off on the live show right now. You can enter our sweepstakes if you want to win a prize every day. Today it is the Dyson Supersonic Hair Dryer. We've given away Coach purses, laptop computers. Every day it's something different. I'll be here every Tuesday night from 6 to 8. Please come on, join in, and text me messages. Any questions you have, I'm here to answer them. Everybody have a great, great Tuesday night. It was a pleasure to be here. And come back and see us again at Shop LC, and keep shopping, keep being a collector of fine, great material. And if I can educate you a little bit more, that's what I love to do. I'll see you again next week. This is Cheryl Benvenuto, a.k.a. Queen Bee, tuning out. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay. Well, I'm getting better. At least I got through everything, right?
Yeah.